There's a kind of exhaustion you know too well. It's not the tiredness of working hard for yourself or the fatigue of chasing your goals. It's heavier. It's emptier. It's the exhaustion of pouring your energy, your time, and your love into people who give nothing back. The silent drain that erodes not just your strength, but your self-worth. If you are listening to this, I need you to be fearless in examining your life. Ask yourself, are you giving too much to people who only take? Because there are signs, clear, painful signals that reveal when you've crossed that invisible line. Let's break down the 5 signs you're giving too much to people who don't reciprocate. 1. Their needs are endless, but yours are invisible. The first sign is this: your life has become a revolving door of their needs. They call when they need money. They text when they need comfort. They knock on your door when they're lonely. But when the weight's on your shoulders, when your strength is crumbling, when you could use even a fraction of their energy, they vanish. You see, a healthy bond has a rhythm of give and take, a rhythm of moments where you carry the weight, and moments where they return the strength. But when it's only you holding the rope, when their needs are insatiable but your struggles are ignored, that's not just imbalance. That's exploitation, dressed up as friendship, dressed up as family, dressed up as loyalty. And the truth is, they never run out of requests because you've shown them how endlessly you will provide. They've learned silence when you hurt and demands when they do. 2. You feel more drained than fulfilled. The second sign is how your body and spirit respond to them. Pay attention. Do you feel lighter after being with them or heavier? Do you leave conversations encouraged or empty? Real relationships replenish your spirit. They leave you stronger, sharper, more alive. But those who take without giving, they drain you. Their presence feels heavy. You hang up the phone and sigh. You see their name pop up and already feel your energy sink. That's not love. That's not friendship. That is you bleeding out pieces of your soul, little by little, until nothing is left for yourself. Your body knows before your mind admits it. The anxiety when they message, the dread when you see them coming. That is your soul screaming, you are giving too much. 3. Your boundaries are brushed aside. The third sign is that they step over your limits with ease. You tell them no. They pressure you until you give in. You set boundaries. They treat them like suggestions. You silently hope they'll notice your exhaustion. They pretend not to see. Boundaries are the test of respect. A person who truly cares will honor them even when it costs them comfort. But the ones who take advantage, they see boundaries as obstacles to their needs. They push, they guilt trip, they twist your words until you give more. And if you think that tolerating this makes you strong, hear this truth. Letting people trample your boundaries isn't kindness, it's self-betrayal. 4. You're the only one keeping the connection alive. The fourth sign is sobering. You are the only one carrying the relationship on your back. You are the one who calls, who checks in, who makes the effort to keep the bond alive. If you stop trying tomorrow, silence is all you would hear. Think of this. If the connection dies the moment you stop feeding it, was it ever real? Real bonds breathe from both ends. They don't depend on one person doing all the labor. It's not love if it dies without your constant resuscitation. That's dependency, not loyalty. That's use, not care. If every conversation, every meeting, every reminder to stay in touch comes from you, then you already have your answer. You're investing in someone who would never invest back. 5. Your worth feels lower around them. And perhaps the most devastating sign, being around them makes you feel smaller. You give, but instead of gratitude, they make you feel guilty for not giving more. Instead of appreciation, they normalize your sacrifice like it was owed. Instead of love, you feel a quiet shame for daring to need anything in return. Healthy bonds elevate you. They remind you of your worth. They leave you stronger in your identity. But people who only take, they chip away at you until you question your value itself. And the moment you start believing that your worth is tied to how much you give and how little you need, you have surrendered your power entirely. That's the final proof. When your own reflection feels dimmer because of them, you are giving too much. Now sit with this question. Why do you allow this? Why do you keep pouring when there's no return? For many, it's fear. Fear of loss. Fear of being alone. Fear that if you stop giving, you'll prove your own suspicion that their bond was never real. But denial won't save you. It only makes you a slave to their comfort. The hard truth is this: you cannot buy loyalty with endless sacrifice. You cannot force respect by bleeding yourself empty. If someone is meant to stay, it won't be because of what you constantly give, it will be because of who you are. So what do? You stop overgiving. You reclaim your boundaries. You let silence expose the truth. Stop pulling dead weight out of burning buildings. Stop being loyal to people who treat you like an option. Start investing in those rare few who also pour into you, who notice your silence, who care without needing reminders. Because one day, you'll look back and realize you spent years watering deserts when you could have been planting in gardens. And by then, the cost will be your joy, your energy, your identity. Don't wait for that day. Start now. The 5 signs are before you. Recognize them. Stop drowning for people who wouldn't lift a finger to save you. Love yourself enough to stop overgiving. Protect your energy as if your life depends on it, because it does.